Hi, creative writing students. This is Miss Holly, and I wanted to make a video for you explaining a little bit about the craft of writing and the things they carried by Tim O'Brien. This short story is from a larger book called The Things They Carried, which is a novel about a platoon of soldiers in the Vietnam War. But I think this excerpt really beautifully shows how detail can be used to show character and develop character. So, as I speak today, I'm going to be referring to a few different elements of craft, but our focus is really on character. So, we begin with this platoon of soldiers, and their names are listed as O'Brien lists kind of what they carry with them physically, but the story mostly centers on the development of First Lieutenant Jimmy Cross as the protagonist. So we begin with him, and we know that he carries these pictures and letters of a girl back home named Martha. So we know that he's really longing for her, that his thoughts are often distracted, that he daydreams a lot while he's at war. And this ends up having deep complications in the story because um, he feels responsible for Ted Lavender's death at the climax because he wasn't paying attention like he thought he could have done better. And then at the end of the story, we see Jimmy Cross's transformation into becoming a leader. While he's not as close with his platoon, he's matured and developed and kind of taken on that weight or emotional burden of the loss of Ted Lavender. And what Tim O'Brien does craft wise in this story is he uses this concept of caring as both literal and metaphorical. You can see in my notes here um, where it's explaining all of these different ways that he shows who these characters are based on what they carry. So, for example, Ted Lavender carries way too much ammo and weaponry for his weight because he's so afraid of dying. And this is ironic because he ends up kind of being slow and he is the one person who does get killed. So Tim O'Brien really shows how Ted Lavender's fear is something that he carries, and so it's something that weighs him down. So when you're thinking about this idea of carrying something in your own exercise, you have both the physical and then the metaphorical. The other thing that I want to focus on with you here, and I'm scrolling to it on the screen, is that it's important to know external things about your characters, their profession, their age, what they look like. But what's even more important is that you figure out how they see the world. So you want to put your characters in challenging situations, intense situations, and conflicts, whether that's inner conflict or external conflict, and then show their actions and reactions to what happens in the story. So that's both mental and physical. How are they feeling? What are they thinking? What are they doing? And explore why they act as they do. Because plot is not only external conflict and things that happen between characters, it's also how characters react to what's going on around them and how they transform by the end of the story. So I hope you take a look at these craft notes and they help you out as you finish the things they carried and start on your own exercise.